3, 2, 1.
Hello, this is Shaun Nordlie, Community Manager here at Hemlock Farms. Going to start with the election this week. The letters for the election are going out today. You should start to see those early next week in your mailboxes. And what this letter is your registration and then details of the election. And as we've said, there's been some changes here. So management can no longer be involved in the election. So those that used John Wormuth last year to help out with registration, he can no longer be involved. We're using a third party to do that. So when you get the letter, there's a QR code on that letter, or else there's also a website if you prefer that. Go online and register. Remember your registration, log in and your password so that when voting opens up in July, you'll be able to go back in and vote. So it's very important that you remember that if you do want to vote online. And just remember that even if you registered last year, you have to register again this year. So it's not the same registration from last year. So also this week, Sunday, we start with the Meet the Candidates event. That's 1 o'clock at the conference center, but it's also on Zoom, so you can do either way. And we're also going to do Facebook Live for that, so it's going to be a live event on Facebook, and then we'll have that recording on the website so you can watch that at a different time if you cannot participate or listen on Sunday. So Sunday at 1 o'clock, Conference Center and Zoom and Facebook for that. There's a second Meet the Candidates next Saturday, that's the 17th of June at 10:30. Same situation. 2 hours, 10:30 to 12:30, Conference Center, Zoom, and Facebook Live for that. We are taking questions now. If you have a question you want the candidates to answer, submit that online, and we will answer those, or I'm sorry, ask those questions at either one of those events. So your question might not be asked at the first event, but then it would most likely be asked at the second event. So we have those, and then Wednesday night, June 14th, is a meet and greet, and that's at the conference center. We are offering Zoom for that, but it's more difficult to do that. All the candidates are going to be there in person, so if you wanted to go meet the candidates and ask them a question directly, you can do that. We will have a Zoom area where the candidates can go and talk to those on Zoom, but again, we're recommending that you go in person for that event on Wednesday, June 14th, and that's at 7 o'clock. I'm going to start reviewing the propositions that are coming in July. We have 4 total. The first one I'm going to go over is the one brought by the membership, and this is a proposed change to Article 3, Section 3.13 of the bylaws. And what this proposition reads is the director shall cause an official publication to be published by the Hemlock Farms Community Association no less than 12 times a year. The change is the director shall not have the authority to limit or restrict the number of pages of content in the official publication. Furthermore, to that purpose, the editor of the official publication shall be selected by and report to the board and shall not be a member of the board nor have any current or prior affiliations with any director. So that's a proposed change. This was brought by the membership. It will be voted on at the election this year, and this is our first proposition. And again, each week I'm going to choose a new proposition and review it for the membership until we get to the election, which opens up on July 8th. I do want to mention that on June 24th we have the Moving Out Band. That's the Billy Joel Tribute Band. Tickets are on sale. But we're also going to offer online tickets for this, and this is the first event that has a payment on it for this. So starting today on the website, you can go online and order your tickets for the event. So go do that. You'll pay online, and then there'll be a ticket that you'll get that you can print out, and you'll have to take that to the event. But this is our first opportunity to do an online ticket event where you can pay online. Hopefully it'll go well, and then we'll just continue to add more events throughout the summer and throughout the year. So Moving Out Band on June 24th, that's an 8 o'clock start for that. I want to talk about UPS. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. I was finally able to talk to UPS. They've been putting stickers on packages saying by July 1st you need to have your physical address on your packages and your deliveries. What UPS is saying is that the 4-line address is fine for those. So as we all know here at Hemlock Farms, you have a Hemlock number, but then you also have a physical address. So when you're ordering packages, make sure that you use your 4-line address. And that's how you'll make sure that UPS delivers your package. Okay, so that's what we've been saying. That's what Hannah from the mailroom has been saying, is use that 4 lines. So use your Hemlock address, your physical address, and then also obviously your name and the city, state, all of that. So that's the issue there. I know there are a couple of addresses that are having problems putting in their physical address. That's another situation that I'm working on. I don't have an answer yet for that, but for UPS, if you can do that, that's the answer, and you'll get your packages after July 1st from UPS at your doorstep. I want to talk about an issue that we had this week over at the Wish for a Fish pond. We did have some fish that floated to the top that died. It's called a fish kill, and it's typically from heat and a lack of oxygen in the pond. So we've had some heat lately, not a lot of rain, and some fish did float to the top. We took pictures of those and sent them to our lake consultant so they could take a look at that. We haven't heard back yet, but I'm thinking more than likely that is the issue. But if you're in that area earlier this week, you might have seen some fish floating. But we had staff go and pick those up, and we are looking into that situation. But that's what I think it is just a matter of heat. It can happen this time of year just with the temperature changes. Plus, again, we haven't had a lot of rain, so that dissolved oxygen in the lakes can sometimes choke out the fish. So hopefully it's nothing major, anything that we have to worry about, but if it is, I'll make sure that I keep everybody updated on that. But just wanted to let everybody know what happened over there.
Hi Hemlock Farms, I'm Lisa Marino, this week's trivia winner. The question was, what are the Brewster colors used throughout the community? The correct answer is red, green, and brown. Now here's Shaun with this week's trivia question.
And then this week for the trivia for the 60th anniversary, we're going to change things up a little bit. We want a selfie this week. The first person to submit their picture, their selfie of themselves and the bunny rock. So do you know where the bunny rock is? So once you do that, send it to the communications staff. You can direct message them on Facebook, and then our winner will get one of these coffee cups from Hemlock Farms. So good luck to everybody. If you don't know where the bunny rock is, go driving around and see what you can find, and it looks just like a bunny. So that's all I have for this week. Everybody have a good time. Enjoy your weekend, and hopefully the smoke's moving out of here and things are getting back to normal. Take care.